Well, after blowing that joke off air and it not apparently being funny, we're going to uh, start talking about hockey. Hello, everyone. This is the Extra Attacker Podcast, episode 6 on November 25th, 2025. How are you, Jeff?
Great. Are we live right now?
We are live. That was what the
Oh,
countdown was for.
I was not aware there was a countdown. Hey,
There's
I have
always a
been trying
countdown.
to get some last minute things done. I just posted the links on Facebook literally as you were doing this intro.
Cool.
So,
My
welcome
bad. I
everybody.
should have asked you then if you were ready. Well,
That's okay. That's okay.
that is whoopsies.
I am way ready. Can I just point out,
Uh-huh.
we'll give you a random note as we're giving all one of our viewers the chance to see the link and get here.
Uh-huh.
Every one of our deep dives,
Uh-huh.
I've noticed that you haven't said like, "Hey, we're going to talk about this team," or "Hey,
Uh-huh.
this team's struggling." It's always Jeff wants to talk about. I have noticed that.
well, see, because here's the thing.
Just want
The
to.
last, all 3 times we've done it, you have been the one that has picked what we what we deep dive. Yes. Because you started with wanting to talk about why the Oilers were struggling, and then you said you wanted to talk about the Rangers, and then you said you wanted to talk about the Canucks today. So I've kind of kept the joke going because it's worked out, and it's now just going to be the joke.
That's fair. Spoiler alert. Vancouver fans, good luck today.
Oh, I'm sure
Y'all are
they're under
bad.
no delusions as to the fact that they suck.
For their sake, I hope not. However, cap hits. You've got a little bit to talk about around cap hits, don't you? Or deferred compensation, rather. Words.
Yes. So, everyone, welcome back to your favorite segment, CBA Rule of the Week. So, Jeff will actually like this one because it actually
long day,
prevents it clearly prevents cheating. No, you will actually like this one because it clearly prevents
okay.
cheating. So,
Okay.
prior to our current CBA, one thing that players could do is have some of their salary be deferred.
Mm.
So why does that matter? Why? Because normally you sign a contract for 1 to 8 years, and you get paid X amount of money in that time. But some players were putting money that part of that money that they'd be paid past that 8 years or however long their contract was, so that they'd get paid in the future. And the reason that they did this, which was kind of clever, was because your cap hit was calculated based off of the amount of money you made in the term of your contract of playing for the team, not for how long the contract said you'd be paid for, just how long you'd be playing with the team. So
Yep.
if you were getting paid $60 million over a 6-year span, normally that would be $10 million a year cap hit. But if say $5 million of that was paid in $1 million chunks every year after your contract was expired, well, then only $55 million counts towards the cap hit. So you would still be paid the $60 million overall. Just not all of it would count towards the cap hit. So you could, if players were willing to take the cost of inflation and any other tax things and other things, if they were willing to deal with that, they could cut their team a solid while still getting paid eventually.
Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah, exactly that.
Yes.
But under the new CBA, no deferred compensation is allowed. Someone's cap hit is the average amount of money a player is paid during the duration of the contract with the team. In the past, a very small number would agree to have some of their salary paid at the end of the contract, lowering the cap hit. Now, if you get paid after, that's a no-no. All of it has to be paid during your time with the team.
I do like it. I am more than okay if a team and a player decides, like, I want a $10 million contract for 5 years. The average hit and the cap hit should be $2 million. But if the team decides we'll pay you $1 million a year and then pay you $5 million in the 5 years after, I don't care if they get paid after. That doesn't matter to me. If y'all want to be complicated and structure that way, cool, do it. Defer your payment. But 100% I agree. It should be part of the cap. Otherwise, why not just pay me $1 salary this year, and then in the off season give me my $10 million bonus for incentives, and that $10 million wasn't part of the cap hit, and you only paid me $1.
Exactly.
Right.
And it's only in the last couple of years, really, that teams have started to clue into, hey, this deferred compensation is a thing. It wasn't much of a thing, but they're kind of nipping it in the butt before we really get to players really abusing that. Because it only takes one player saying, you know what, I don't care how much when I'm paid. Make sure I have enough to feed my dog right now, and I'm good. Pay me everything after, and it makes us have more cap space.
Yeah. No, you were right. I am absolutely a fan of that one. And I have no further comment. It's a great rule.
Excellent. Well, then let's talk about the season it is. Currently, it is moose hunting season, Jeff, along with deer and things. But I don't mean people hunting moosin in this situation. Meese wanting food. Food's the eating is in. I'm talking about Moose, a.k.a. Mikko Rantanen, hunting people.
Oh, my goodness. So I have seen still shots of both hits. They look horrible. I have not actually had time to see the videos, so I will give grace. It is possible. I doubt it.
You want to see it? You want to see it?
Yeah, let's pull it up. Let's pull it up.
Smith had to be caught. Final minute, the second period sounds.
Go full screen on that for me here.
He's
Oh.
It doesn't.
Maybe not. That's okay.
This is what we're getting, but okay.
Yeah, let's see this here.
Second period.
So this is the one that got him the suspension.
This is the second two. So to be fair, it looked like at the last minute Coronado turned back to him a little bit. But
sticking up for Coronado. Dangerous looking hit.
Second here. That's huge. I've noticed a lot of these plays that end up being really bad or dirty plays. It's like, okay, that didn't look bad, and then you look at another angle, you're like, oh, that was horrible.
Stretching out in. Rantanen's coming from behind.
Nah, this is dirty.
Yeah.
And Rantanen slams
Watch
into him.
here. He
Oh,
has no idea Rantanen's coming. Never once saw him. That was from behind, as the dude's bent over, in the numbers, into the boards, without ever seeing it head first. But Huberdeau. Because, yeah, see, he's focused completely on number 6
Yeah.
there. Rantanen's just like, boom, and face into the edge of the board, too.
Yeah, he just
Where the
curb
glass-
stomped the edge of that board there.
Yeah.
Now,
That's-
cause here's the thing, and here's why I was looking out for it, that first angle. Let's see here. Oh, boy. That first angle, because I did see some comments of Flames fans complain, or Dallas fans, rather, complaining that, oh, Coronado turned his back at the last second. The replay shows he did turn his back at the last second, but his back was already to Rantanen.
Yeah, he didn't know he was
was
turning
very-
more back to Rantanen.
Exactly.
He was going for the puck.
Exactly. He turned, yes, but that had no bearing on what happened.
No.
Oh, man. Have we got any word? Has he been injured? Is he out? Like,
Let's see here if it says.
I'm not seeing anything.
Oh, Coronado returned to the game early in the third period. However,
Okay. Good for him.
on Tuesday last
Good.
week against the Islanders, Rantanen made contact with
And
Romanov.
this was the worst of the two. Alexander Romanov of the Islanders got a
Romanov.
five in the game misconduct for that. Romanov required shoulder surgery the other day. He's out 5 to 6 months because of the hit from Rantanen.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, not good.
I was a little bit surprised when I saw he got suspended, and then I found out that the rule is very specifically two game misconducts for a physical infraction in any 41 game period is an automatic 1 game suspension.
And it's while they're going to play the Oilers, so I'm not complaining. It sucks for the players
Yes,
that
good
got
for
hurt,
Edmonton.
but hey, we'll take whatever we
Yeah.
can get.
Yeah, and I don't like to see any of that from anybody, but I mean, I'm a Rantanen fan. I love watching that kid play.
Kid.
What
He might be
that
older than
disappoints
you.
me. No. How
No,
old is
sorry.
he?
He's
I'm an old
Uh,
man.
Nico Rantanen. He is 29. Okay, no, he's 29. You're old.
Oh, I got it. I got him.
He looks older than you.
Fun fact about that though. That was what, Tuesday and Thursday or Wednesday and Friday or something like that were those two games. Yeah, it was Wednesday, Friday, because Thursday the league handed him a fine for embellishment in Tuesday's game. So he takes
Nerd.
out Romanov, separates his shoulder, breaks his shoulder, whatever he did that causes him to be out 5 to 6 months, and got hit with an embellishment fine from that game. And then the next game, I'm just going to do it again, and takes out Coronado. Does he lay any hits when he comes back, or does he just play it extra safe? Who knows? But dude, you gotta pay attention. Now I'm curious. When? Let's see, schedule. Can you search? No, you're gonna make this difficult. I'm curious now when those two teams play each other next. When does Dallas and Calgary play next? I don't know that there's an easy way to find out.
No.
Actually, there is March 3rd. So not for a few months. Probably good to allow tensions to settle a little bit. That's going to be plenty of time where everybody should be kind of chilled out. I'm not saying they'll be over it, but I mean, if they were playing each other again next week, yeah, it would probably be getting ugly. So it's probably good that there's a little bit of time there. But Moose, what are you doing, bro?
I don't know.
Don't be dumb.
Maybe he'll learn.
E2
Hey, maybe
Lusterainen.
What
We need to make a new rule in the CBA. Propose new rule. No going out to restaurants.
E2
Lusterainen.
after Jack Hughes, and now apparently this guy.
Yep. He had, quote, a barbecuing accident and burned his hand. He is now week to week.
Wow. That happened to someone on my ball hockey team too. They burned their hand and had to miss a couple weeks.
Oof. Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
that sucks. That sucks. Like, what are we doing?
How does like if we had a nickel for every time a player got injured this season in a short span at some kind of meal, we'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's crazy it's happened more than once.
It's bad that I can recognize when that's coming every single time now.
It's a good meme. It's a good meme.
It do be a good meme. It do be a good meme. Adam Lowry. Tell me about him.
Winnipeg captain signed 5x5. Yet another player not leaving their team. It's great.
Yeah. Not a whole lot to say about that one.
Nope.
Adam Lowry stays home.
Americans beware, be shivering in fear as Matthew Schaefer now is becoming eligible to join Team Canada's roster. He's not guaranteed,
Yes.
but he's been added to the list for drug testing so that he can be added if they so choose.
Yes. So anybody, again, Matthew Schaefer being one of these brand new kids. He just got drafted this summer, a couple of months ago, #1 overall.
Mm-hmm.
Dude is lighting it up. I know we talked about him a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Where is he? Why can I not find you? Oh, because I clicked on the wrong team. Idiot. Imagine being me.
I can't.
Good.
18 years old.
There he is. Matthew
He
Schaefer.
was drafted
18
when he
years
was
old.
at 17 technically he was drafted. He
Yep,
turned 18
yep.
just in time.
23 games, 15 points. Now, some of you might say, yeah, he's under a point per game. What's the big deal? He's 18 years old,
Well, and he's a defenseman.
just got drafted, and a defenseman.
Yeah, the 18
Not
years
only does
old
he have-
less important there.
Sure.
The defenseman.
Not only does he have those 15 points in 23 games, but he's also playing a very good defensive side of the puck.
Yeah.
Every time I'm watching, I have caught a couple minutes of Islanders games here and there. I watched a game or two. Kid is very good. I'm going to body you, take the puck, and then dish it out to somebody for a breakaway. He's very, very good on the defensive end, and he's scoring. This is a big deal, and this just goes with what we were talking about a couple of weeks ago, where the young kids are coming in, the young kids are dominating the league. Matthew Schaefer is making the case that, all you old guys can retire now because I'm here and I'm ready.
Yeah. But he's cooled off a little bit. He hasn't had a point in his last
Sure.
5 games, so he's given Ivan Demidov a chance to catch up a little bit.
Sure. But they're still solidly at a playoff spot. They're looking good. He's going to continue to have a good year and a good career. I wonder now how long till he gets shipped out of New York here.
Whoa. Hello. Why do you think they'd ship him out?
Because it's the New York Islanders. They're good
Mama.
for now. Let's see how long that lasts.
Apparently, he's all they need.
Now, I don't want you to give me too much crap, because I do want to remind you that I was high on the Islanders, and you thought I was crazy for thinking that they were going to be good.
Yeah.
So I don't want you to give me too much, but I just don't. There's something about the Islanders and Buffalo, both the friggin' New York teams. They're not going to go anywhere. Give it 3 years. He's going to want out. They'll trade him for some prospects and do it all over again.
Nah.
Where's he going to go?
Nah. He's there for life.
Oh, help me. If we get Cale Makar, Matthew Schaefer next to each other. And if he
Makar's
makes
a
the
righty
Olympic
and
team-
Schaefer's a lefty. It won't
And
be
if
this
we-
Olympics.
No?
No, because they're mostly picking D pairs to play together.
mean,
So
fair.
Devon Taves is gonna play with Makar. There's no reason to not have them together. They're
That's fair.
best D pairing in the league.
But if Matthew Schaefer makes the team, there's going to be a couple of shifts where one of the two of them can't get off, and they'll play a little bit together. It'll be fun. It'll be fun to see. See if they get any ice time together. Shake up the D pairings a little bit just for the fans. When they're beating down Chechia by like 8 points, why not shake up the D pairings? Speaking of, they did release their jerseys today. They're fine.
Wait, you just have the teaser.
The teaser for Team USA.
Yeah.
A little bit ago, I did see that Team Chechia did release
Oh.
their jerseys. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, they're fine. Whatever.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Shit.
Team USA jerseys were teased today.
Yeah.
And by teased we mean teased.
Literally. This is
That's what you can see. Yep. It's got red, it's got white, it's got blue, and it says USA. That's all you know.
Well, actually, no. We know it says SA, which
Fair.
is
Fair.
problematic. Maybe not the best angle. Should be take a lesson from Team
Terrible.
Canada,
Terrible.
okay? You don't want to go down that route. You don't want to flirt with that, okay?
Terrible. Team USA, please no SA. Full jersey reveal tomorrow. I am excited about it. Like we talked about last week with Team Canada's jerseys, those look awesome. I'm excited to see Team USA's jerseys here. We'll see what happens.
They're just New York
Also-
Ranger jerseys.
What if? Wouldn't that be something? But anyway, yeah. Olympics starting to shape up a little bit.
Yeah, we should.
I'm
do
waiting for some of these official rosters.
We should have some fun with rosters.
Yeah,
One of these weeks and do some guessing as to how could it look? How could it look? How could we do some lines? Because a lot of people are doing predictions right now, and some of them are way out there. And you're like, excuse me, no.
No, I haven't really seen and like looked deep into a whole lot of them. The few that I've seen basically looked like cut and paste off of Four Nations.
Yeah.
But with that being said, what is the wildest one that you've seen on a roster so far? If
Not
you can
having
remember.
Bedard and Celebrini on the roster.
Okay. So it's the lack of those two, not
Yeah.
this guy's on there, and
I
that's
honestly
crazy to
don't-
have him
I
on
don't
there.
remember.
Okay.
Yeah,
No, that's fair.
I honestly don't remember.
That's fair.
Like
Just
maybe
imagine that,
Logan
though.
Thompson not being on the roster.
Yeah.
Because unfortunately, we
put-
have to have Bennington after the Four Nations performance.
Good luck.
He earned it. He'll
I
start game
guess.
1. Whether or not he'll stay starting is another question, but whatever.
Just imagine these
Gotta roll
Olympics,
with
though.
it.
If we start getting people like a Bedard, like Celebrini, like Matthew Schaefer, get a Logan Cooley, Clayton Keller in there. Let's get all these young kids. How cool would
That's
that be?
the
Not,
argument. That's the
you know,
argument.
no shade to the Nathan McKinnons and Sidney Crosbys of the league. Nothing against them.
Wait,
how
are you
cool
saying
would it
have
be?
them take their places?
That's
And
not
not
what
like
I
a
said.
Tom
Let me
Wilson.
finish.
Well,
Let me
you
finish.
certainly are making it sound like that.
Let me finish. I said
No.
no shade to those guys. But how fun would it be to see all these young guys there? We've seen Sidney Crosby a million times. Not saying it's not fun, not saying he doesn't deserve to make it. It's just not as exciting to me anymore. It's like, okay, I've seen that. It's expected at this point. Give me the surprise. Give me a bunch of these young kids. You know?
You need to just
That's all
watch
I'm
the World
saying.
Juniors then, apparently. That'll give you all the young talent you want.
I mean, yeah, it's just not the same, though. It's hockey, but it's not the
Sorry.
same.
Sorry that the World Juniors, with all the young talent you're asking for, isn't good enough for you.
I don't want children young talent. I want young NHL talent.
Youth
Come
is
on.
a matter of perspective.
It's true, and I don't have it.
So true.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a
Brady
mentality.
Kachuk. Brady Kachuk. Channeling that youthful mentality, as you're talking about, should be coming back this week after having his thumb surgery. He played 5 games and then lost his thumb. Should be coming back.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, thumb. Yes.
Thumb man. No thumb.
Yes.
And because everybody cares, Georgiev's contract has been terminated by Buffalo, so because he's going to go play in the KHL, where he will be respected, admired, and wanted.
Yes, everybody hold
and
your
be
breath.
scored on less.
Yeah, maybe. Alexander Forgiev. I do feel bad for the guy. He has been otherworldly terrible. But some stats that I found semi-interesting. It was 18 months ago. He was starting for the Colorado Avalanche in the second round of the playoffs against Dallas. Took him to the brink. Barely lost. This is after outdueling Connor Hellebuck the round before. Things are looking good for him in his career. Next season comes out of the gate slow. Doesn't pick it up. Gets traded to San Jose. Not even halfway through the season. Continues to suck. Signs a 1-year deal with Buffalo. And when you are so bad that you are 5th on the depth chart in the Buffalo Sabres
Buffalo?
organization and
In
can't even crack
Buffalo?
the NHL roster? Yeah, things are bad. His overall career stats, he is 151, 108, and 26. So an above 500 win percentage, a 903 save percentage. So he's above 900. His stats, he is not an elite goalie. But he's not a bad goalie.
He's a bad goalie.
But it's just this last year and a half, he has had the most dramatic drop off I've seen
Goalie stats
ever.
sometimes lie, depending on the
All
team you're
stats
on.
lie.
They do.
Yeah.
They can't, and his do, because he was on Colorado. He was on some good teams.
Yep.
That does not make him good. Doesn't matter what the stats say. He's bad.
No, but he has had a fall off because he wasn't this bad his whole career. The nickname 4GF didn't come out of nowhere, but he wasn't this bad.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Yeah. But I do feel bad for the guy. Anytime, you come over here, you try to make a name for yourself. You're at the top of the world, and then not even 2 years later, you can't even get a job in this country. Yeah. I mean, not saying it's not deserved, but I feel for the guy. That's tough. That's hard. Got to go play in the KHL. That's rough. Yes. Where if he wins the cup, then they'll give him a bottle of vodka for his bonus check. And that's all he gets.
Nice.
Precious
Hey, maybe he
vodka.
needs that.
Yeah.
I mean, he does have a Russian sounding name, so maybe that's what he's used to.
Yeah. I mean, he is Russian.
Yeah. Then he's just going home. He's just going home.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Toronto. Are we prepping the parade yet? Austin Matthews,
For when
Nicholas
they get
Roy,
Gavin McKenna.
and Matthew Nyes all skated on Monday. Quote, may be available starting tomorrow against Columbus.
They're worse than Buffalo.
They are worse than Buffalo.
In the same amount of games played right now.
Yeah.
They're worse than Buffalo.
No,
Also, only
I
one team in the East is below 500 at all. And that is the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Yep.
It's
Now, I do want to point out Matthews has missed 5 games. Toronto lost 4 of those. The one game that they won was a 3-2 overtime victory against the St. Louis Blues. The Blues are not a good team.
No.
If anybody in Toronto was trying to make the argument that this team was not entirely Austin Matthews, you can no longer make that argument. When you barely beat St. Louis and you cannot beat anybody else when he's gone for 5 games. And they've lost 7 of their last 8.
Whoa. Also Minnesota's.
Oh, yeah, we're going to talk about them. Don't you worry.
Wow.
Don't you worry. Finding some interesting stats here. But that's Toronto. We're going to move over to Utah because I'm a little biased, in case you can't tell. Scoring goals is indeed Cooley. Logan Cooley. Scores not 1, not 2,
Oh, he did score.
not 3, but 4 goals last night.
Not just 2.
Nah.
I just had to poke fun at your post.
Oh, I know. Anybody who saw that post. Austin Matthews goes out, scores 4 goals, 2 of which are empty netters. Everybody talks about how much of a prolific goal scorer he is. Logan Cooley scores 4 goals, with 2 of them being empty netters. Everybody cannot get over the fact that only 2 of them count. Empty netter goals don't count, and 1 was a fluke. He's not that good. Utah sucks. Get over yourselves. Not only does Utah not suck, not only does Logan Cooley not suck, they're very good. They have a lot of talent there in Utah. A lot of young kids. Logan Cooley just signed a massive contract. Earns every penny of it so far. Even if that was true, why are you people getting so angry about it? Why is he living that rent-free in your head? NHL fans, we are some of the most miserable people I have ever seen.
I think you need to start looking in places other than Facebook.
Oh, I do. Don't worry. It's just
So-
easy for me to post from there.
No, I just did
I'm
like
bold.
I think lots of hockey fans are really happy, positive, good people that
Yeah.
are super
It's
excited about that.
it's the terminally online people, to be fair. It's not just the NHL fan base, but the NHL fan base is pretty toxic, to be fair. As a whole.
I would disagree.
Everybody likes to complain about something. Everybody likes to hate on something. Everybody's got some reason why this guy's actually really good, but no, he's not. He's terrible because X, Y, and Z. Stupid excuses that I came up with in my head. Stop.
I think that's the
It's
loud
so popular to
minority
hate
online.
Utah, too.
I think
It
that's
might
just
be.
the loud minority
Yeah.
online.
Yeah, it might be. The internet's a
I
terrible
think
place. Go touch
A lot of
grass.
people I know personally like Utah.
Good. Well, I mean, that's not entirely fair either, because everybody you know
I'm
just
talking-
happens to be from Utah.
No, I'm talking about all the people that have no connection to Utah in any way, shape, or
Mm.
form. Because most of the people I know that have a connection to Utah aren't hockey fans.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Like 9 people out of our league in fantasy are all from Utah. The people that I don't know.
That's true, but that's because it's one of my buddies down there, that was
Oh,
like,
it's
"Hey,
his
you
league.
want it? It's his league," and I
I
just was
gotcha.
like, I was like, I don't want to. The league I made for us was cratering, and I'm like, I'm just gonna bring over the few people that are good into that one to keep it alive and keep doing it.
That's fair. That's fair.
Which I'm killing it, 5-1. By the way, no big deal.
Yeah.
No big deal.
In case anybody was unaware.
Oh, 6-1. Sorry, I'm 6-1. Oh, and I'm playing you this week. Look at that.
Oh, how bad am I losing already?
4.1 points.
Oh, today's Tuesday. I should probably go set my lineup for the week.
You should.
I wasn't planning on doing fantasy at all this year. Just gonna put that out there, but we just redid the league, and I found out like a day before the draft. Oh, by the way, you have a draft. I was like, oh, okay, I guess we're doing that. Oh, I lost last minute last week. How nice.
You also lost a lot of points last night. You know what? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't look. Don't look.
Just setting my quick lineup for the week, and then going to
Don't look
matchup
at
to
the
see
amount
how
of
many
points you
points are on my
yesterday's.
bench.
No,
Oh,
don't look. Don't look. You would have almost effectively doubled the amount of points you had. Yeah. Yeah, don't look.
I had 11 points on my. I had almost as many points on my bench as you had total.
Yeah. You had more points on your bench than you had on.
Mm,
Yeah. Okay. Well, what's
Anyway.
our next topic here? Yeah, but good job, Cooley. Good job.
anyway,
I more enjoyed you sticking it to Vegas because they suck.
yes, Vegas was on a 6-game point streak, and they are no longer. So they came in and they embarrassed us 3 days ago, and we said, nope, we're going to return the favor and beat you down 5-1. Felt very good.
Yeah. enjoyed
We are a quarter way through the season, and I saw this article and it just made me laugh. So I thought you would laugh, and that's why I put it in here.
I will laugh.
As a quarter of the way through the season, we already have the writers that make the votes on they do the voting for awards.
Yeah.
They have come out with their quarter season votes
Yeah, it's mostly
for the
betting
Norris
markets.
Trophy.
Mostly
Yeah.
for the betting markets, yeah.
Yeah. NHL.com had this plastered on the homepage when I looked earlier today.
They do that.
Does anybody care? Cale Makar is unanimously winning
Mm-hmm.
all first place votes. There were 16 writers. He got all first place votes, all 16. And somehow that equals 80 points.
Because
He
they
is
do
leading
it in a
Jo-
tiered system, so they have
Yeah.
your first pick,
So
second
he
pick,
is-
third pick, fourth pick.
He is leading Josh Morrissey of Winnipeg with 46 points, Miro Heiskanen with 30 from Dallas, and Quinn Hughes in Vancouver at 29.
Mm-hmm.
Now, to be fair, he does. I mean, the eye test tells you he is the best defenseman in the league right now. But statistically, he is first in goals with 9, first in assists with 20, first in points with 29, and first in plus minus with plus 22.
Wouldn't it be crazy if you were first in both goals and assists and not first in points somehow? That's not possible, but wouldn't it be crazy?
Yeah, I can't even
Anywho.
think of some weird.
There's not a way. That's the
There
fun
isn't.
thing. Is
No.
it's trying to break your brain, but it's not.
Yeah.
But also
Yeah.
plus 22, that's a lot. That's a lot of
That's
goals.
insanity.
That's a lot.
Now, we are very aware that the popular opinion is that plus minus is meaningless and it doesn't do anything and nobody cares about plus minus. Yes, we know.
If he was a team, he'd be in second though for goal plus minus goal differential.
Yeah. Yeah.
The only team better than him would be the Colorado Avalanche at plus 38.
If he was a team.
if he was a team.
Yeah.
I
But
mean,
that's the
he
thing.
is
It's
kind
like
of a team.
plus minus at one point, was it overvalued? Yeah, probably, but it means something. It tells you that when he is out on the ice, good things are happening. And if
When
it's like
that
a plus
big
9,
when
yeah,
it's
that's
that
my point.
significant,
Yeah.
it means something.
A plus 5, it's like, okay, fine, whatever. Plus 22, that is not a fluke. Dude is doing some good things.
Yeah, that's
So-
literally a +1 a game.
Yeah.
He is a +1 every game, which no one
Yeah.
else can say. No one.
No.
Except for the Colorado Avalanche as a whole.
Yeah. Which I don't want to talk about.
If you took
I
away
will
that
let you
plus
do so.
22, if you took Cale Makar off the Colorado Avalanche, they'd still be a plus 16, which would be first in the NHL still.
Shut up.
Without a Cale Makar, they are still first in goal differential.
I hate everything.
I mean, I guess you'd have to take away some of their goals for. Well, actually, no, never mind. I'm not going to go there. Yeah,
it gets
yeah,
messy. It's not a straight 1-to-1, but for argument's sake, yes. Go ahead and tell us about Denver, though. Tell us about the
yeah.
Avs. How they
They
doing?
901 is what their last 10 is, and if they win their next game, it will be 10 in a row. They're kind of gross.
Yeah.
They've lost once in regulation all season. And I think it was to Boston, if I'm remembering.
I think so.
Yeah. Yeah, 9 wins in a row. They kind of just only score, and they don't get scored against.
Yeah. I did a little bit of research into some of these numbers and was fuming the whole time.
Yeah.
But they are outscoring their opponents 41-15 over that 9-game winning streak. Some might say that is statistically significant.
I mean, you
That
have
is
to take
incredible.
away 9 goals from that, and for the one blowout against Edmonton, and then you
Nope.
get a bit more of a realistic number. Because if you take that away, it all of a sudden goes to 32-14. So rather than tripling,
Which is still
they're
crazy.
they're just slightly a little better than they go from almost
Yeah.
tripling to just slightly better than doubling.
Which is still crazy. Scott Wedgwood, though. I am praying and hoping and throwing a penny in every wishing well and water fountain that I see that he will just cool off so that my prediction isn't 100% wrong.
That tree stands tall.
9 goals saved above expected on the year.
He's wedged in the goal there.
13 wins on the year. I would also I went and did a little bit of searching, and this one took me a few minutes to figure out, and it really made me upset. 9 of those 13 wins that he has on the year, he allowed 1 goal. Plus he has a shutout. So 10 of his 13 wins, he has allowed 1 or less goals. What do you do against Scott Wedgwood?
Frick, I did drop him. That sucks.
Good. In our league?
I can't remember which league I had him in, but no, I don't think I had him in our league. No, I didn't. I had him in another one. Who did I drop him for? Let's find out. We're not going to talk about who I dropped him for.
Who did you drop him for? We are not continuing until we find
the San
out.
Jose Sharks goalie, who has been doing actually pretty well.
Askarov
Wait.
is doing well.
Yeah, he is doing well. He is doing well. He did just, yeah, he's okay. That's not as bad as I thought because he's been getting a ton of points for me. So never mind. Ha!
That explains why I lost last week. It's your dad that has him. And I still only lost by like 3 points, and I didn't set my lineup till Wednesday. Guys, turns out when you're working a full-time job, and you're full-time in school, and you're planning a wedding, life gets busy.
I should
Kind of
have
forget.
Wedgwood.
Kind of forget fantasy hockey
He's-
and fantasy football exists.
He's ranked first. He's first. He's the best goalie in this league. I'm an
Yep.
idiot. Whatever.
Averaging 4.2 a game.
Whatever.
Yeah.
It's more in this other league.
Tampa
'cause
Bay
that's
Lightning.
how the points were.
Do you remember a couple weeks ago when we were like, "Holy crap, Tampa Bay Lightning can't buy a win"?
Well, they can now.
They have won 4 straight. They've won 8 of 11 in the month of November, and are now first place in the Atlantic. Tampa do be who we thought they were.
For now. But
For now.
they're back where we wanted them to be.
Yeah.
And this is better because it makes our predictions look a bit better. Florida, you can stay right where you are, sirs.
Nah, they can drop farther. It is so satisfying to see Florida that far down. Granted, it's only a couple of points, but like it is satisfying to see them that far down and not above that thick black line.
Yes.
It makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside.
And also, the Minnesota Wild are back where you thought they'd be. 5 straight, winning 7 of their last 8. Kaprizov and Boldy both with over 20 points, as the team seems to be
Yeah.
clicking and figuring things out. And a big part of that is Jesper Wallstead, who is on fire
Yes.
with a 6-0-2 record.
The kid can tend a goal. 6-0-2, 3 shutouts. Leads the league, by the way, in shutouts. 194 goals against average. Leads the league, by the way. 935 save percentage. Leads the league, by the way. I would like to point out he is also their backup goalie behind Philip Gustafsson.
Mm-hmm.
When your backup is doing that well, you figure some things out. Now, Minnesota also was dominating last year and then collapsed late in the year. There is still time for that to happen. We will see if it does. I hope not. Y'all know that I don't have any ties to Minnesota. I don't like them or dislike them as a state, but I like that team. They're fun to watch. Kirill Kaprizov is one of my favorite players to watch in the league. So, yeah. Minnesota. Colorado's still up there. Makes me sad. Pacific still just makes 0 sense to me whatsoever. Kynan is distracted by fantasy hockey.
I'm picking up Jesper Wallstead.
In our league?
Yeah, and then also in another league. I'm trying to decide who to drop. Askarov, Thompson, or Sorokin.
I mean, I'd have to look at the numbers, but with the way Askarov is playing, I would think you keep him.
They're
I
all
would
like
think.
right kind of close together. See, the thing is with Sorokin, I could try and trade him.
Yeah. That's fair.
But the thing is, I'm worried someone else is going to pick up Wallstead because you can only have 3 goalies, so I can't like drop a bad player. I have to drop a goalie if I want to add a goalie. It's really annoying. I can't
Yeah.
just load up on goalies. I'll
You should
deal
just
with
drop
that
them
after
in our
the pod.
league.
Well, in our league, you can have like up to 5 goalies or something.
I
already
know,
did
but
it
you
in
should
our league.
drop him.
I don't have Sorokin in our league.
No, you have Wallstedt. You should drop him.
Nah, I just picked him up.
I know. You're cheating here. I'm sitting here talking on the podcast, and you're going around taking all the players that I did the research on. Killing me, bro. Killing me,
Snooze
bro.
you lose. Snooze you lose.
Yeah, I could not possibly care less. Weird play of the week, Kynan. Take it away.
Okay. So, are you on my screen share now so that you can...
I am now.
Okay, so the Colorado Avalanche had a very... have some interesting broadcast commentator guys. I'll just let them do the talking.
So right off the glass, like we've seen in Nashville. Goofy man. Turnover. Nielsen holds and looks and shoots. Saved by Knight. Shot by McCarr. He scores! Cale McCarr! What an incredible shot off the post and in. Well, paint my reindeer and call me a goblin. So right off the glass, like we've seen in.
What the frick does that mean? What? Paint my
What does
reindeer
that
and call
even
me a
mean?
goblin? What is that? It's got that similar energy, that vibe of who do you think you are? I am. Like what does that
Oh, that's
mean?
incredible.
Yeah.
Am I
wanted you
sure
to
that I
s-
just heard that?
Yes, you did.
Wow.
Paint my
okay.
reindeer and call me a goblin.
Now, I would like to point out that that you sent me this video earlier today while I was at work,
Yeah.
and I was like, I can't. That gif. I was like, I can't listen to this right now. Like, I watched it, and I'm like, this just looks like. I mean, it's a nice goal and all, but like, why is this the weird play of the week? And your response was, yeah, you'll have to watch it again later when you have sound. I understand now.
Yeah. Oh
I
wait.
get it.
Wait. I found. For those wondering, this is why.
Oh.
The guy who was talking, I'm assuming, filmed the tease and filled out this letter to Santa, is the one who came up with it. Dear Santa, all I want for Christmas is for Moser to say, paint my reindeer and call me a goblin after the next Avalanche goal. Thanks, dude. Kiefer.
That's kind of funny. This has got to be some kind of like, we're raising money to charity, so for $20 you can give a postcard, and that's what he wrote on it. It's got to be something like that. But now it makes a little bit of sense.
Okay. So there is some reference. I still don't fully get it, but there is a reference here. Okay.
Yeah. I'm not sure that the reference is supposed to mean anything.
No.
But who knows?
Who knows? Okay. Time for some stats.
Time for some nerd numbers.
Nerds.
Vancouver
Hold on, let me get my nerd glasses.
Uh-oh.
Where'd they go? It's
Oh,
nerd
that is
time.
just... That is something.
Yep.
That is something. We got to get
Okay.
you the clip-in buck teeth to go with it here. Get you a pocket protector. There you go. All right. Vancouver Canucks.
I can't take it so seriously. Okay.
I can't
They suck.
either.
They
suck. They're bad.
They suck.
Now,
They suck.
it came out this week.
They're not the Nashville Predators, but they suck.
They're not the Nashville Predators. But it has come out this week that Vancouver has now stated that, quote, all veterans are available for trade. This
We're getting the
includes
Hughes
Quinn
together.
Hughes. This
gonna
does
get the Hughes
include
together.
Quinn Hughes.
New Jersey's gonna be cracked.
He is eligible for an extension at the end of the year. He has also been heavily involved in trade rumors, as you all know, probably 2 years now. All the rumors kind of have not gone anywhere. Nobody's known if they were real, but they've been there. They're starting to heat up again. President of Hockey Operations Jim Rutherford said, quote, he said he wants to play with his brothers. And that is partly out of our control. This was said in the offseason. Now, at that point, both the other Hughes brothers either were or were soon to be on the market. So he made the comment, we would have to bring both of them here, and I don't know if that's possible. Now it is not possible.
Nope.
Both of them have been signed.
No.
Jack is signed through 2030, Luke through 2032. Quinn Hughes came out and has said, without saying the actual words, but he has said it multiple times, that he's really just waiting to see how the team does. He said in September his extension talks in Vancouver will depend on team performance. Well, Kynan, how is that team performance? Is it good?
Well, Jeff, welcome back to... don't look.
Is that what we're going to call this segment? Don't look.
Yeah. I have to refresh. There, okay. Welcome back to the stat is right. What's behind each door, Jeff?
Ladies and gentlemen, the Vancouver Canucks currently sit at a 9-12-2 record. So they have a losing record. They've only won two regulation wins in their last 17 games.
And five
total in their last 17.
In those 17.
Yes. Yeah. Currently on a 3-game losing streak. They have lost 6 of their last 7. And though they are not completely out of playoff contention yet, they are 7 points out.
Yeah,
they have a hot week. They could bridge the gap. They're not gonna.
No. Not with Demko out. Not with,
No.
Hughes is starting to cook again, but that's it. You got him and Sherwood. That's it. That's all you got.
So we know Vancouver's bad. Let's dive in here. Let's see a little bit of why they're bad.
Okay. So what? This is
they
the easy
some
ones.
numbers. Yeah. They have a couple of things about them that aren't terrible. They're not last in the league in every stat. They have 69 goals for. Nice.
Yep. That's good for
They
15,
have a 75.87 goals expected. So they are under, but they're close. They're not super underneath. They have 86 goals against with 90.36 expected. So they're a little bit under there. So they're not scoring quite as many goals as expected, but they're also not giving up quite as many goals as expected. These numbers are not good by any chance.
No, those 2 of those last 3 are worst. Are dead last, 32nd in the NHL. No one is worse.
Nobody is worst at the number of goals against or the expected goals against.
Nope.
Their expected differential right now is negative 14.76.
Which
Their
is not
actual
on this chart.
differential is negative 17.
Mm-hmm.
So they have a worse differential than expected. They have taken 50.13% share of penalty minutes. So they are roughly half and half on the penalties that they give and the penalties they take. Not terrible. It doesn't mean a whole lot, but it's terrible, right?
That just means the refs are pretty fair to them.
Yeah. Here's where it starts to get a little bit ugly.
Mm-hmm.
They have a 37.49 unblocked shots missing the net.
They're missing
the net on shots that are not blocked 37.5% of the time. That is the 3rd worst in the league. That is horrible. Unblocked shots missing that badly. 11% net misses above expected. That is the 2nd worst in the league.
Yikes.
So when they take shots, they can't hit the net. They can't even put these shots on goal. That's not good. Goaltending, not really looking any better. Oh, we've got it. Our stats out of order. Sorry, folks. We're going to be jumping around.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't
We're trying.
Some of these
here.
aren't
We're
on
trying.
here.
We're doing it live. Yeah, not all the numbers that I have are going to be on there. It's okay. It's okay. We'll skip this portion for now. We'll come back to that here.
Okay.
They have a 295 goals for per 60, which is 12th in the league. So they're slightly above mediocre. They have a 3.68 goals against per 60. Would you like to take a guess as where that ranks? Second
it'll
worst
be-
in the league.
Yeah. So essentially the same as their goals against. Like that's just
Yeah.
normalizing
the
their goals
actual.
against.
Yeah. Now on the flip side, they have a 3.2 expected goals for per 60.
Again,
Which
just
is
normalizing
18th.
the goals for.
We're just normalizing those stats.
Which
that we've
actually,
already
that's
talked about
where,
here.
yeah.
Yeah. So their actual goals for is 12th in the league. Their expected goals for is 18th in the league. So they are performing slightly better in that category than expected. Not by much.
Oh, well,
But
when-
even their expected is less than mediocre.
yeah.
3.85 expected goals against per 60. They are expected to give up almost 4 goals a game. Yes, that is the worst in the league. They have 612 shots on goal for. They have 697 shots on goal against. They are right in the middle on goals for, or shots on goal for. Third worst in the league shots on goals against. 979 unblocked shot attempts against is 18th in the league. So not only are they giving up all these shots on goal to the other teams, they're not blocking any of the shot attempts that are being made. Rebound goals. They have given up 90 shots off of goalie rebounds. That is third worst in the league. And of those rebound shots, 14 of them have been goals, which is worst in the league.
Mhm.
Their face-off win percentage, 47.41. 26th in the league. I don't have their goal share percentage numbers, so go ahead and flip those over for us. I know they're both red. Oh, third worst and dead last. And their shots against per game, yeah, we did talk about that, 30, which is 27th. So what do all these numbers mean? They're not scoring goals. They're not taking enough shots. When they do, they're missing the net completely. And they're not scoring. And then when they finally do have a breakout game where they score a couple goals, they suck even harder defensively and are giving up more. On November 17th, they scored 5 goals against Florida. That's a pretty good night, scoring 5 goals. They gave up 8 and lost the game. On the 9th of November, they played against Colorado, and they scored 4. You would expect if you're scoring 4 goals, you're going to win that game, or at least be in contention. They gave up 5 and lost an OT to Colorado. On the
It's
3rd of
Nashville.
November, they also
Nashville.
scored 4.
Oh, they did it again.
They
But
did
they
it
gave up
again.
5 and
Kind of
OT
jumping the
lost to
gun
Nashville.
here. Yeah, scored 4 on the 3rd and gave up 5, losing in overtime to Nashville. They lost to Nashville and gave them 5 goals.
And Nashville has only scored 52 goals this season. 10% of their goals have come against one game against Vancouver.
1 game.
Mm-hmm.
Quinn Hughes, as kind of alluded to a little bit here, he is doing his part. He does have 21 points in 18 games, so he is more than a point per game. He's only got 2 goals, though.
He's never been a goal scorer, though.
He's never been a goal scorer, which is fine.
That's
It's
not significant.
Let me have
the
my
goal
segment.
thing isn't significant.
Let me have my segment.
Okay.
It is significant because we were talking about the overall lack of scoring on the team. And when your highest points player only has 2 goals, I'm not saying that he should be scoring a whole lot more. I'm just saying that he isn't scoring. Kiefer Sherwood.
Your
Has
highest
12.
point guy's always going to have.
Kiefer Sherwood has 12 goals.
Mhm.
He is the only player on the team with 10 or more. Thatcher Demko is out again. In case anybody was wondering if that was going to happen this year. Of course it is. He's the only goalie on the team with an over 900 save percentage. He's at 903. Kevin Lankinen has a 363 goals allowed average and an 880 save percentage. And he has been playing most of the games and will continue because Thatcher Demko's out. But it's going to take a little while for even Lankinen to get back, as bad as he is. It was announced this afternoon that he, quote, will not travel with the team due to personal reasons. So they have had to pull up Yuri Patera from their AHL affiliate to start tonight. And is now their number one goalie. No, I'm not saying that this guy sucks. I don't know anything about him. But they've had to pull him up from the AHL to become their starter.
They're really missing Shilovs right now.
This team is not scoring goals. They're giving up a ton of goals. They can't shoot on net. They can't take shots in general. There is not one stat that they are doing well at. They are terrible across the board here. And everything needs to change. This team is bad. So when Quinn Hughes says, me re-signing here is going to depend on how this team performs, I fully expect that he will be dealt this trade deadline. Quinn Hughes is out of Vancouver.
Yeah.
I think it's long overdue.
I agree.
I think he has been trying to be nice. He's been trying to be cordial. He's trying to be a professional. This is the team that he's been with his whole career. And that does mean something, and I applaud him for that.
Mm-hmm.
But at some point, they're not cutting it. And they're not doing anything right. I don't see a turnaround for them anytime soon. They were not one of the stronger teams, but they were a playoff team 2 years ago.
Oilers will do that to a team.
Oilers will do that to a team. So expect Quinn Hughes to be traded by the deadline. Vancouver has indicated that they're not just going to dump him off, so they are going to expect a big haul back, even though they know they're not going to re-sign him. And obviously New Jersey is the top rumored destination spot so he can go play with his brothers. If that happens, where does that put New Jersey? I don't know. I think that might be the piece that they need. I think that might put them over the hump.
Give him the right hue.
Yeah. So if you are a Vancouver Canucks fan, please call a friend. Things are bad right now out in British Columbia. It's not fun. Y'all are having a bad time. I get it. But Quinn Hughes is leaving, so I'm just ripping the Band-Aid off. I'm doing you a favor.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to get better. So get ready.
Good luck.
Have fun.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
How much hockey do we have tonight?
One game. Edmonton, Dallas in half an hour.
Lame.
It's because of Thanksgiving. We have a bunch tomorrow
It
and
is.
a bunch on Friday. And a bunch
It
Saturday.
is.
So it's fine.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is Thanksgiving this week on Thursday. Have a great Thanksgiving. Spend time with your family. Be thankful for things. Kick off the holiday season right. Enjoy yourself. Eat too much food. And we will talk to you later. Probably next week.
Bye, everybody.